Maybe that's okay. So lucky for that. See if this audio catches up. Maybe that's okay, there we go. So lucky for that. Alright, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashai, Barakata Yahawah, Barakata Yahawashai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the nation of Israel, better known as the Great Millstone. Shalom to you, sincere Akim, and brothers and the hopeful elect out there. This is John 15 and 16. It was came up as a daily verse. It's one of my favorite verses. It says a lot in one verse, um, and it even just kind of looking into the Greek with the blue letter is going to bring about another lesson. So that's beautiful in itself. So to the point, it says, this is the book of John, chapter 15 and 16. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. Now, it's funny how, people can read this and not understand, the context. That's something that's real funny. That's been thrown around by this. Jesus is the Word. Jengus is a turd. It says, oh, it's got to be in context. Well, what's the context of this? Who is Yahawashi talking to? Who is he talking to? Okay, he's talking to his disciples, right? His disciples are Israelites. And this is this should be a very well understood imagery, that he literally chose his disciples. They didn't choose him. He chose them. And the funny thing about these Christians is they claim that they choose Christ. That's what they say, right? Oh, I chose Christ. Well, yeah, you can choose Satan all you want, but the Lord has to choose you. You have to be chosen. And really, it goes back to the Heavenly Father Yahawah, who chose you to be given to him. Okay? So let's look a little bit into this word chosen. And you can look here, it looks like the word elect, eklegome.
Strong's G 1586. Eklegomai.
Oh, eklegomai.
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 Thayer's lexicon. Eklego. Eklego.
Okay. Now it means choose, choose out, make a choice. Right? That's the translation count. That's not what it means, Salaki. The usage of this word, okay, and how it's used is to pick out, choose, to pick, or to choose out for oneself. And here are some examples of that. Look at example C, of the Most High choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors and separated from the rest of mankind, to be particularly his own and to be attended continually by his gracious oversight. For example, i.e., the Israelites. Choose, okay, look, here's another one. Let's look at A. Choosing one out of many, i.e., for example, Yahawashi choosing his disciples. Okay, so that's right there, should wrap it up. Okay, now the definition, right? In its primary sense, okay, to select, make a choice, make choice, choose out, chosen. Okay, so let's go up here to the root words. That's another sit down I could do right there, root words. I'll get back to that later. Anyway, ek, from, so this is a from, okay.
Strong's G 1537. Ek.
Okay, so it's more of a, looks like more of a prefix. Okay, something at the beginning of the word, from or out of, place, time, cause. Okay, and let's look at the what looks like to be the suffix lego.
Strong's G 3004. Lego.
Okay, and it's used, or the count, or it's used as basically is say, speak, call, tell. So to say or to speak from or to call to or from. See, to speak out, speak of, mention. To call by name. By name. That could be another sit down right there. Okay, to lay forth. So see, the words are important. Okay, words are very important. So elect, chosen, chosen out from, elected. Okay, is a big deal. Okay, so you have not chosen me. You cannot choose him. You cannot pick him out. And it even said by name. Now that's very interesting for a number of reasons. Okay, we're gonna look at why. Why I'm saying that's interesting. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "But cursed be the deceiver." Who's this? The deceiver? Well, the wicked, which in general, okay, majority is the Edom, Esau, the so-called white man, which hath in his flock a male and voweth and sacrificeth unto the Lord a corrupt thing. Now this is dealing with Israel, okay? So I said wicked, because you have 2/3 of Israel are wicked as well, okay? That's another topic. It says, "For I am a great king, saith the Lord of hosts, and my name is dreadful among the heathen." Okay? My name is dreadful among the heathen. See, so let's look up that. Look at that's well, in the Yiddish it's goy, okay, which is a really gawayum, okay, a heathen, gawayum, nation of people, okay, usually of non-Hebrew people. See, goyim, gawayum, nations, okay. Rarely shortened as goy, apparently from the same root as 1465. Foreign nation, hence a Gentile, also figuratively a troop of animals or a flight of locusts. Okay. Especially is used of the other nations besides Israel. Once in a while, this word will be used with comparison to Israel being as they were casted away. But first and foremost, that's why it had figuratively. That it's used, it can be used figuratively, but predominantly it is for the other nations, okay? So you have not chosen me, okay, but he has chosen you. Now let's look up this word on ordained you. Ordained. What is this ordained? Looks like tetheme or tatheme, or I don't know, we'll see.
Strong's G 5087. Tithemi. Tithemi.
Okay. Ordained, right? See the usage: to set up, to set, put or place, to make, to set, fix or establish, ordain, establish. Okay, here's the definition. To place in the wildest application, literally and figuratively, properly in a passive or horizontal posture, and thus different from G 2476, which properly denotes an upright and active position, while 2749 is properly reflexive and utterly prostrate. That's a funny word there, if you are familiar with that. Okay, now in the lexicon, and this is something else I'm going to do in the next video, if it pleases YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Okay, but this is you see a lot of this writing, and sometimes people are turned away and they don't want to get into it. But ordained, okay, theo, which is used only as an alternate in certain tenses, okay, to lay by something explaining discourse, okay. So ordained you, so set, so put in a place, to lay by, to put somewhere, right? ordained you that you should go and bring forth fruit. Okay. Fruit, gather fruit, i.e., his progeny, his posterity. So that deals with, when you deal with progeny and posterity, that deals with the family lineage. That deals with especially with fruit. If I have a apple orchard, I'm not going to be worried about olives. I'm not going to be worried about avocados. That's not my orchard, right? Okay. Fruit as plucked, literally or figuratively, fruit. Okay, and we know what this is referring to. Um, okay, this is referring to Israel. What's the progeny? What is it that he's chosen? His own. He chooses his own. You have to choose your own first. Okay. So anyway, that's just uh, you know, something real quick I wanted to get into because I have these other topics that have popped up now that I want to get into. So I'm going to shut this down. That's John 15 and 16. You cannot choose YAHAWASHI. YAHAWASHI must choose you. And in being chosen, you must. Uh, he's giving you a task, and if you neglect that task, you're going to be neglected salvation. Okay, and that should be well understood. And you're ashamed to go and confess his name before men, then he will be ashamed, or he will not confess you before the Father. So you do with that information as you will. Okay. Anyway, I'm wrapping this one up. Shalom.